Welcome in, YouTube. Welcome in, everybody. It's the build stream. It's Halloween. And Juan dressed up. I'm just a lamb.
Always knew she was a furry. What's up, everybody? How's it going? Hope you all had a wonderful week. Welcome to another Friday build stream.
Welcome in, Deftown. How you doing?
What up, what up? First, what up?
We are having a lovely Halloween. They brought us tacos, like to the whole company, not just us, including several Halloween-themed sweets, of which I've eaten many. Nice costume. You saved some money on the mustache. Yes, true.
I know, dude. And like everything else, all this was in my closet. Well, except the hat.
Happy Halloween to you too, Rurutu.
What's up, Rurutu?
So we've been having a fun time here. Not that many people dressed up today in the office, but Angel did, so he's been hounded all day. If you hit our social media up later today, I'm sure you'll see plenty.
Alright, well, let's get started. I mean, let's go!
Juan robbed a plumber. It's funny because earlier I was talking about how, like, you know, at Spirit Halloween they'll always have those, like, off-brand costumes because they don't actually own the license. We're calling that one Red Plumber, man.
Red Plumber, man.
You better hide before his brother finds you. Dude, I definitely made some Luigi jokes, I won't lie. Probably not best for the camera, but...
Yeah, where's your, like, 3 jackets in the...
Ooh, that would have been bad, but also hilarious. That Halloween is losing interest and is sad, and I didn't decorate the house, so oh, I'm sorry. I feel that though. I tend to find that like decorating helps you get into the spirit, dressing up helps you get into the spirit, and then when I don't do either of those things, I'll be like, man, it just doesn't feel right. But like, you know, then it's kind of on me. I think the secret to making like a holiday feel like a holiday is like, you just gotta go like full throttle into it. Even if you're not feeling it, you just gotta like hyper commit, and then the feelings will come with it. I'm a parent to a 19-month-old. I barely have time to. Oh man, that's true. Oh well, you're in luck then, because next Halloween, kiddo will be like what, 2.5, ready for some trick or treating. You know, doing a little bit of that baby walk. You know, and that'll get you into the spirit. I'm actually really jealous of people who like have, especially little kids, for holidays, because like Christmas must feel magical to you. Or maybe it's just a bunch of crying. I can't really remember.
What's up, John Mark?
How you doing? Yeah.
A man of many talents.
TGIF indeed. How can a plumber build PCs? I guess the market's not too great for plumbers these days. They gotta switch careers. It's always next year I will decorate, though. I feel that. For me, it's always next year I'll dress up. I think my other problem, too, is I can never think of a good Halloween costume until Halloween, when it's too late. And then I'm like, oh, next year I'll do this. And then by next year I forget everything that I said I'll do. Liquid cooling PC needs a plumber's touch, yeah. It's all troubleshooting in the end, ain't it? But yeah, we got just one build for you today, so just a little bit of Halloween fun for you. To not distract from, you know, the horror movie marathons and children knocking at your door. So we got Hoops build. And yeah. I have a SpongeBob costume that I abuse like events and Halloween, but since I'm in different places, I can keep reusing it. Hey, yeah. I don't know, I think if you, especially if you come up with something that's like kind of unique or whatever, or something that makes people laugh, I think you can just bring it out every year and no one's gonna care. My grandma was a bandita, like, every year for Halloween. In hindsight, you know, interesting choice, but yeah, every year, the bandita. What was your, like, best or most unique or just favorite Halloween costume that you ever had, like, going through the years?
Most unique? One time I used the vinyl cutter and heat pressed to make the Charlie Brown lines on the yellow sweater. Because, again, last minute.
Yeah.
And I just wore that.
Nice. That's always a good one, yeah.
Charlie Brown.
Picked up from the floor one of those custom places like the day before Halloween, like 8 years ago. Nice. I think the most unique one I had was, I actually pulled this off of an episode of Roseanne, because Roseanne used to have like the best Halloween episodes, because they like, you know, went all out in those. So I pulled the idea from that, but the most unique one I ever did was, I got like a really nice dress, like, I mean really nice, from Spirit, and I did my hair all very nice, and then, what I did was on the other half of my face, I had like an eyeball hanging out and like a bunch of blood and junk, like I got, you know, in a wreck or something and like only half of me was. So, you know, you'd ring the doorbell and you'd be like facing this way, so it's like, oh wow, how pretty, and then you turn and it's just like, oh gosh. So that was pretty cool. Charlie Brown is famous, he was in Kill Bill. I guess, yeah. What's up? What's up? How you guys doing? We got a build stream today, just one PC. You know, my mom just ordered my PC case I always wanted, and I also got her to order all the fans for the case. This is gonna be amazing. Heck yeah! Yeah, get hyped. W mom, yeah. There was like a brief time in my like history where my mom would like sew Halloween costumes, you know? So she made one once for my brother. That was very, like, smart. It was, she made, like, a big snake, you know, like, out of fabric. And it even had a little rattle in the tail. And then she sewed the mouth onto a hat. So you put the hat on, and the snake is, like, you know, glomming your head. And then she wrapped it around a t-shirt, and then sewed it in strategically in certain places.
Oh.
So it was like you were getting eaten by a snake.
Oh. Kind of cool.
Yeah, and pretty easy, like when you think about it, I was like, oh man, I could probably do that, and I barely know how to sew. That's awesome costume idea. Yeah, it was pretty sick. Had some good ones through the years. Yeah, I'm always trying to think of like other things like that are like unique that someone's not necessarily thinking of, but like would be super easy to make. Eaten by a snake. Oh man, this is like totally a time period sort of thing, but like back in the day it was also really easy to just get like a shark costume or whatever and then put one of the like tie tags on it and then you were a Beanie Baby. I don't know if people would really get that today though. Like Beanie Babies aren't really a thing. They have the Beanie Boos with the big eyes. Oh man, actually a Labubu costume would be probably the equivalent today.
Yeah.
When I remove a motherboard from a PC case, I tend to grab the cooler to get the motherboard out. You're not alone. If it's an air cooler, I usually do the same thing. Like, you know, I mean, as long as it's still installed on there, it's going to be pretty sturdy.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I was like, that's pretty typical. Just going to make sure that when you take it out, you're taking it out, like, you know, full forward and not being like... Because we had a motherboard once that we had like a surprisingly high amount of at-build DOA motherboards. So like, you know, like before they went to customers, like they were built, we turned them on, and they had a motherboard issue. And it was because this particular motherboard just happened to have like one little like resistor kind of close to where one of the standoffs goes. So if an installation, you know, it moved a bit too much, it would scrape it right off, and that just wrecked the whole motherboard. And yeah, they sent me like 2 boxes of like 20 motherboards basically that weren't working to be like, what is going on here? And yeah, came down to that. Why did my internship not like when I did that? I don't know, they might have stuffier rules. I could see it not being like a best practices thing. And you know, you might want to just uninstall the cooler before you uninstall the whole motherboard, unless you're putting it back in. But it's probably just a personal preference thing. We're a little bit more freewheeling here because, you know, time is money. And also we work, you know, we build and install thousands of computers in any given month. So, like, we're very familiar with them. Whereas, like, you know, your average ITer, they might, you know, build or install or mess with parts, you know, 1 or 2 computers a day, get some kind of, you know, rip out and test sort of thing. So I tend to find that they have kind of different standards for that because it's just I'm not as familiar with them. But yeah. Well, Juan, what's your favorite Halloween movie? Or like your favorite movie to watch at or around Halloween?
Damn. I didn't realize we had homework.
Yeah. And also, Chad, I want to know yours. I would have to say mine is probably Hocus Pocus. I gotta watch Hocus Pocus like once a year. Just the best Halloween movie in my opinion. There's a lot of like scary movies I like, but there's a lot of scary movies that like actually aren't about Halloween or on Halloween. I also like to watch Rocky Horror Picture Show around Halloween because that just kind of became a tradition, even though that's not a Halloween movie either. One has a mustache like my pops. Man, I would have just been like, that's right, son, but... Okay. I'll tell you that what's been keeping me up is that twice this week, AMC's been doing this, like, you know, Halloween movie marathon thing with all these horror movies. And 8 o'clock, 2 nights this week, they started It, the newer ones, you know what I mean, like with the kiddos and all that in the 80s. And then 2 days later, they had It, the old one, on, and both times I was like, oh my gosh, I just want to stay up and watch this. It's so good. Trick or treat, happy Halloween, trick or treat, here's your candy. Oh man, I really need a bowl so I can be like, here's your candy. Throw it off the screen. Hey, I have a question. Shoot, go for it. What case is that? This is the 011, well, the Lian Li 011 Vision. Thanks for candy. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm still worried I'm going to run out of candy tonight. I think I have enough. Like, I really do think I have enough, but I'm still terrified that I will run out. I have a Kronos Mini, and it keeps putting me into the blue recovery, and I don't know how to fix it. Ooh, okay, so that probably means that your Windows got corrupted. You should hit up our customer service. They can walk you through what to do. Maybe a little bit more, like, you know, personally. Otherwise, you're probably going to have to just do a fresh Windows install. But I would hit up customer service, because if you bought one of our PCs, you still get tech support for life. Even if it's done under warranty, they'll still help you troubleshoot stuff. So I give them a call for a little walkthrough on that. Otherwise, yeah, if it's going into blue recovery, it's a high chance that something in Windows got corrupted and it needs a fresh install. So what do the default fans look like? Currently, they are these ones. They have like an infinity mirror on the side of them. So the fan blades light up and there's an infinity mirror on the side. Yeah, none of the 011s come with like default fans, so we use our own. Some cases come with like default fans in it. If you were to get like a King 95, it comes with Montech fans that come with the case. But if it's a case that comes, you know, out of box without fans, we add the fans. I already called them. I'd reset my CMOS, but it still does not work. Yeah, it was like CMOS is gonna be the issue. I would think a whole new Windows install. What you're gonna need to do is get a USB, and you're gonna write a Windows boot media to it, and it'll allow you to install Windows off of that. It will wipe everything that you have on there, so consider. If you haven't tried yet, try restoring to like a previous restore point. And if it's blue recovery, it might have gotten corrupted because it was having another issue, like you were getting a lot of blue screens or it was shutting down in weird places, and that's what ended up corrupting it. So there might be two issues at play. Kind of have to figure out though. Yeah, interesting. But you called them and they told you to reset the CMOS? Or like they weren't able to help? I'm curious. Yeah. Never enough any leftovers for you and you yourself. That's why the best thing about being an adult is I get to go and buy all the candy that I like, so that when I get stuck with it at the end of the day, it's like, all my favorites. Also because I really like, I'm not like the biggest chocolate fan. Sometimes I really want chocolate, but candy-wise I don't tend to go for the chocolate. I like gummies and I like fruity things. So
Clearly.
I'm going to be the house that gives the candy I always wanted that I never got. What will new trending cases be? More colors, rounded edges, no cables, infinity mirrors? I personally, at this point I'm like, PCs on wheels. Your guess is as good as mine. I will eat all the chocolate, fair. I had to get 1 or 2 bags of chocolate things for my fiance, because like, yeah, I guess it's not fair to just have all the non-chocolate. But watch, I'm going to be stuck with all the little, 3 Musketeers at the end of the day that like nobody wants. Even when I was at my dad's, they had like already broken into their Halloween candy, and he's like, "Do you like Almond Joys?" And I was like,
hell yeah.
I mean, like, they're fine. Like, don't get me wrong,
Delicious.
yeah, they're good. I actually prefer the Mounds, though, the ones that don't have the almond and they have the dark chocolate. I like those a lot. But he was like, yeah, nobody wants the Almond Joy. I was like, why'd you buy them? Hello.
Yes.
I'm just wondering.
I want to be like, how'd the job interview go?
I know that is like the one thing is when the road's off, I just look very like really professional in a very
Yes.
casual company.
It's always fun. Get on camera, show 'em. Yes, we have a dapper gentleman. In his Hogwarts outfit.
Yeah, this is minus the robe. I have the whole robe. It's just I just don't have it right now.
So
In fact, I
that's
can
the
go
robe.
get it. It's on my chair.
Yeah, go. So I'm waiting until next week to order my custom pre-built with you guys. So would y'all throw in an autograph for each of you guys? Yeah, no worries. Totes. Man, we should get like one of those self-developing Polaroids cameras. Get like the company to pay for it, and so that way we can like take a photo with the PC, you and me, and then sign it, and we can send it if people want that.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool. Who do we gotta contact to be like, hey, can you buy this for us?
Fabian?
Maybe, yeah. That would actually be kind of cute to do with all the live builds, actually. Just like, built with love.
Built with love.
Kelsey and Juan. But yeah, remind us when we're building it, and we can do something for you.
Mm-hmm.
About the only time it's good to be an adult buying your own snacks. Oh, so true. Also dangerous, though, because you're like, wait, no one can stop me from buying this huge bag of candy. Like, I used to buy this, like, really big bag of Airheads, and then I would eat the whole bag of Airheads, and that was a mistake. I'm in Australia, no clue what those candies are. Oh, Almond Joys are, like, coconut, and then an almond, and then covered in chocolate. Yeah, here he is.
I don't know where to stand because
Yeah, it's all good.
Computer is the center stage.
That's fine.
He's head boy. No.
Oh damn, was that still on the table? We can put that down.
Oh, well, it was, everything should just lay down here. Speak easy, bartender DJ.
What house am I in? I am Ravenclaw.
Currently, he's in a warehouse. Yeah. No.
Warehouse.
But yeah. Cool. Thank you, Vance. That would be nice, the picture, but I will be mad since I got my PC 3 months ago and I won't get another for the picture. That is true, yeah. I get full authorization for you to sign it. It is my PC. Oh, heck yeah. Is this you? Are you Hoops? Inclined Pizza? Who's that guy? First time I've seen it? He's my other R&D partner and works in IT. Also works on some of the like really custom crazy PCs we do. Yes, I am Hoops. Okay, sick. Yeah.
Nice.
I got you. Hey, I know which PC that is. Hey. Oh, and you got buddies in the chat? Heck yeah, welcome in.
Hey, welcome.
Yeah. You guys need to try Starburst jelly beans. It will change your life. Heroin and candy form. I have actually had the Starburst jelly beans. They come out like at Easter time, and they are incredibly good. I would say better than Jelly Belly.
Oh.
Yeah. Honestly though, Jelly Belly went like, it spec'd too hard into like, niche flavors to the point where like you can't really just grab a handful of them because like you'll have buttered popcorn in with like strawberry and it's weird. But the sour Jelly Bellies are good. But still, I think the Starburst Jelly Bellies are better than both. Oh, that's a good topic too. Favorite candy for Halloween or etc. Like the thing you would be absolutely stoked to like look into your like bag and find.
Sour Patch Kids.
Oh good, I bought a huge bag of those.
Nice.
It came with Swedish Fish though, and I was like, I feel like this is a punishment.
Ooh, those too. What the?
You like Swedish? Okay, one time in elementary school for Valentine's Day, you get like the Valentine cards and it would come with like a candy that you put on each one of them or whatever. I got one and it was Sour Patch Kids and Swedish Fish. And people were so mad at me for giving them Swedish Fish. And like, don't get me wrong, I did selectively choose because like, you have to write a name for each one to be like, Happy Valentine's Day. So I was like, okay, I like this person Sour Patch. This person, Swedish Fish. And then I had a friend come up where I had literally like run out of Sour Patch, like it was like a 50-50 box. And so I gave her the Swedish Fish and she was so mad that she took the Swedish Fish and she slapped me with them.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So maybe this is actually just trauma from that I think that nobody likes Swedish Fish. Because my friend was like,
Swedish
how
Fish?
dare you? Puh. Cool costumes, huh? Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome. It's Halloween, so
Hey.
I'm a lamb and Juan is a plumber.
Nondescript plumber guy.
Nondescript plumber. So would you guys choose the RTX 5070 or the RTX 5080? Okay, so
Is it
like,
free?
yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, am I paying for it? Because 5080 all day. I'm paying for it, probably 5070. I'm a little cheap, I won't lie. Not that the 5070 is cheap, but I am. Hi, hey Mario, when you change professions. I was saying, I was like, yeah, I guess the plumbing industry is slow right now. I had to get a spec. AI took his job.
Plumbing.
I can't talk about candy because I love the candy back from my country, and you have no idea what great candy is. Educate me, I'll Google it. He's the dodgy cousin Mario.
Mauricio.
Do you ever hear that one thing where, like, I don't know, the people who make Mario, they were like, yeah, we wanted to make, like, a Peach Wario equivalent, like how Wario was, like, nasty Mario, while Luigi's, like, nasty Luigi, and they wanted to do one for Peach, but they were like, oh, he's, like, you can't really do that, and it was like, what do you mean you can't do that? You could totally, like, just make a nasty princess, Princess Beach. Like, no, actually, now that I've been, like, now I need that, and make that a thing. Pooch, yeah, Princess Pooch. be. I would play that video game. It's funny, my wife's gonna be ballet tonight. We're going to a Halloween party, and I'm gonna be the mushroom. Nice. Yeah. Why YouTube used to handle things? I don't know. I don't spend enough time on YouTube to understand it. It's like a place I visit briefly. The Bowser chick. Yeah, yeah, they gave us like Girl Bowser. Bowsette? Is that it?
I think so.
Because it kind of sounded like you said like brasette, like
No.
like a brassiere and a bralette. Pooch and Morio fight Browser in Cookie Kingdom. Yeah. All off-brand. Yeah. Good times. I don't know, when I was a really little kid, I was probably like 2, the neighbors had a boy who was like my age but a few months older, and they made us go as like a bride and groom. And then for years afterwards, it's like you look at the photos and just be like, oh, like, Mom, why? Why did you make us do that? He's like my brother. Which I'll do for Halloween. Oh, well, I'm gonna be getting out of here a little early so I can get home in time to pass out candy. I just love passing out candy. I lived in an apartment for like way too long, and before then a house in like a not the best neighborhood, so nobody trick-or-treated. So now I like live for it. I'm like, yes, bring the trick-or-treaters. I'm gonna give you the best candy. I want to see all the costumes. Yeah. And then I'm gonna go to bed at like 9:30. What about you, Juan?
Yeah, blackout drunk.
Different strokes for different folks.
Hey, have another bite?
You want to come?
Maybe.
Are you sure that wasn't an arranged marriage they never told you about?
I know, right?
I mean, maybe. I think that was probably the intent, but the families grew further apart as the years went on, so I think my parents would have been glad that I got out of that
Was it
arrangement.
dry run?
Yeah, it was one of those things where it's like, actually, reconsidering all things, maybe this isn't the best match. Why not pass out free PCs? I feel like the C-suite would kill us. We will be giving away 1 PC. Keep your eyes peeled for that on social media when we unveil that at midnight. I don't know if it's going to unveil at midnight, but that would be cool. Yeah, you can definitely sign it. I like your style, Mario. This is Skytech out of California by chance? Correct?
It is?
Ontario, California. Yeah, some friends invited me to go to this, like, I don't know, zombie prom thing, but by the time by the time trick-or-treaters stop going around and I am relieved of my post, I am not going to want to go out and start my night. Like, that is going to be probably me and a tea in bed until I fall asleep. I got a party tomorrow, though, yeah. I'll be moving to Spokane after my wife's transfer goes through Washington. Oh, nice. I've heard pretty good things about that place. Like, fairly affordable, especially, like, for how west it is.
What's else? I didn't see you in the hat.
Oh, yeah.
I see you switched the thingies. Wait, come back. The people want to see you.
Oh, yeah, grace the people. We already had Hogwarts come through here, so.
Yeah, everybody. Is Angel as Star Trek?
As the
We
Star Trek
had Hogwarts, and now we have Star Trek.
Here, I don't know if you can see the one something else.
It's like how your parents would call everything a Nintendo.
A Nintendo. Show them.
Or like you show up as Pikachu and they're like, oh look,
Show up
it's
as
Pokemon! Pokemon's here, everyone!
show them your little, what did you call them?
The what?
The thingies?
What?
The thingies on your neck?
Oh no, these are the pips. They just show rank.
That.
Pips.
The pip.
This place is
The
the
pips.
pips.
It's not the pips. Okay. I gotta go take care of these.
Thank you, Angel.
Alright.
Will the 7900 bottleneck the 5700G? I mean, the other way around potentially, but not really. Even as long as you put it on like a high enough resolution, like 1080p probably, but or like maybe a little bit, but at 1440p I wouldn't think so. My order gets here tomorrow from you guys. OLED Vision and 5080 and 9000X3D. I'm so pumped. Oh heck
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, nice pick. Good specs. I currently live in Arkansas and I hate this black hole. I'm originally from the Bronx, so you can imagine I hate the place of the passion. Oh, I feel that. Anytime you're stuck somewhere that you're like, no, I don't like it here, you just gotta go. Even if you don't know what the next place is gonna like feel like, if you're gonna like it, it always behooves you to like just go somewhere new. Blackout drunk for life. Yeah. Juan and I are we live different lives. Are you sure? Oh, sorry, I already wrote that one. Is Fabian gonna be Bowser since we already have Mario and a rabbit? Oh my gosh, I do kind of look like a rabbit, don't I? That's smart, yeah. It's lucky he has Captain's Pips or he'll be dying on that away mission. I know, I was saying the same thing. I was like, wow, Picard really did go that whole series with a red vest and never died. Wild. Just got back from outer space on an intergalactic broomstick. It had sat nav and everything. Just to let you know, I fixed the sleeping USB problem by going into sleep, setting inside the USB section in Device Manager. Yippee. Oh, dang.
Dang.
That's wild. Wow, so it was like literally on that individual level. That's pretty crazy. Dang, I'm glad you fixed it. I'm also glad that I know that that's a thing you can do now. Hooey, because yeah, that was a weird issue. I can't say mine was built by Mario though. True. Although actually it might have been built by Mario. Well, no, if it already went out. Several PCs were built today by Mario that you won't even know.
You won't even know.
I don't know. Did you like being scared as a kid, or were you the kind of person who's like, no, I'd like to avoid being scared?
I like to avoid.
So not like a scary stories around a campfire kind of kid?
Maybe. But then, like in the moment, I would stand it. But then, like once I'm back,
Yeah. That's so true. No, because I was definitely one of the people who like really wanted to be scared, so I would do like let's tell scary stories like all the time, and then yeah, like time to go to bed. I remember once I was on this like camping trip with Girl Scouts, and we were in a cabin, and like, oh man, I could not sleep. I was so scared because of the story that we were been telling, and then like literally I was like looking at the blankets like in my bed, and like it was looking like a severed head, and I was just like flipping out. My mom was there too. I don't know why I was like so freaked out. Nah, he didn't wear a costume. He's just following around people who did to get some video. Due to copyright laws and Nintendo lawyers, all these PCs are built by Miguel. No relation to Mario.
Mauricio.
Did I ever tell you that one of the like fake names I like to give things? Like, you know, when it's like, oh, this is a spam thing, or, you know, I don't want to actually give them my information. The name I will give is usually Giuseppe Montego. Yeah.
Not fake at all, I'm telling you.
You're not going, that's Italian. You don't think there's just Giuseppe still, you know, hanging around? in Baltimore, Maryland, which is usually where I put the address. Yeah. Just thinking because I was like, I guess it's Mario from an Italian perspective. Did you guys hear about Microsoft announcing the new console? It's going to be a console PC hybrid. What's the point? Yeah, I kind of feel like Microsoft's just been slowly moving towards, yeah, it's just a PC. Which I guess makes sense. It's like, yeah, I mean, they own the, like, lion's share, basically the whole market of PC gaming. The console is basically their way of making it affordable to people. So, I guess it's probably just a way to funnel more people into, like, you know, a Microsoft account, which I guess you already do with a console. Interesting. Realistically, how much time do y'all have for games? Oh, that's a great question. Hardly any.
Like 40 minutes.
Yeah. I have a really big commute, so that cuts into a lot of time. And once I get home, I gotta cook dinner, because I'm also cheap. So, that cuts into my, like, during the week gaming time, which is pretty rare. But weekends I usually can get a few hours in. And depends, too. If there's a game that came out that I'm absolutely obsessed with, I will find time for it on the weekend, especially. But yeah, during the week, tough. I hate to say it, but, like, yeah, all the adult stuff just kind of gets in the way. Out of context, all of the adult responsibilities get in the way. Hold on. What fake name do you use at Starbucks? Oh man, I used to, like, really be obsessed with and like the show Castle. So I used to give them the name Kate, because I would get Kate Beckett's drink, which was not a good one. Honestly, you know, if I was trying to pick, like, baby names, going to Starbucks and giving them that name and then, like, hearing them call it out and be like, yeah, that sounds normal, is probably, like, a really good litmus, you know? Or, like, you know, if they, like, have to, like, think about it for a while before they say it, like, okay, noted. Might be hard to pronounce, or, like, might be, you know, hard for people to intuit what it means. And is that a rabbit? It is now. I was a lamb, but I definitely do now think I look more like a rabbit. So yeah. The next Xbox is just going to be the case you gotta get everything else. Yeah. Frank Castle Punisher. Yeah. Not a bad one. Oh my god, it's NES palette Mario. There's shorts out there with supposedly real name people gave their kids, and I gotta wonder if they're lying, otherwise their parents should no longer be parents. Yeah, no, I've definitely enjoyed a trip down, like, you know, bad name hell, where it's like, wait, what? But yeah, that's why I'm implementing that from now on, the Starbucks test. Have a barista say it out loud. See how the world reacts to it. And here I was thinking Shrek from Temu. Hey Zen, how you doing?
Yo yo.
Hello from DrekHack 2025 Atlanta. What is that? Googling it.
What did you say?
DrekHack, hold on.
DreamHack?
2025. Oh, okay, you just spelled dream. Okay, I got you. I'm here now. DreamHack. Okay.
Oh, sick, dude.
Oh, very sick. Yeah. Oh, a good convention is always good. I have to assume that this isn't as crowded as, like, Comic-Con, though, so it's probably enjoyable. Oh, dang, yeah, this looks sick. I don't know, probably still crowded, because I know Atlanta's got, like, a lot of people. And is probably the hub for a lot of the big conventions out in the South. I'm on a phone. Oh, totally understandable. But yeah, looks sick. I'm not on PC at the moment. We all brought our PCs for the bring your own computer. That's sick. I've never been, but I heard that some conventions they should spray and hand out deodorant at the door. Yeah, that's why if you can only go one day to a convention, try and do one of the first two, because if you can only go on Sunday, you'll smell it. Because the main problem is that people cosplay, and if you go all 4 days, you're wearing that cosplay for 4 days, just jam-packed with other people.
I think the main problem is people don't shower.
Well, you can shower all you want, but again, if you're sweating into the cosplay outfit and you put it on, like, you're gonna stink.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. You guys don't have to answer if you don't want to, but do you guys have kids?
Hell no.
Not currently. Holy crap, he does look like Mario. I think that's why he does it, yeah. Dolph Lundgren will always be my favorite Punisher. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. So from the custom built page on your website, what is the best motherboard you would suggest to get? Ooh, you're looking at AMD or Intel? It's more a tournament and video game focused convention. Oh, sick. The Smash players. A handsome Mario. Oh, mustache twirl.
Thank you. There you go.
I've been in the mosh pit at some concerts, and ugh, if you've been there, you know. Ugh. I already hate like being confined with like a lot of people, so me being in a mosh pit is like my worst fear. Also, because I'm too polite. Too polite for the pit. AMD 9950. Okay, let me see. Motherboards. The best one. Don't worry, I'm not just gonna like corral you over to the most expensive one. I would say the Asus TUF, but if you want to avoid Asus, then I would say either the ASRock Steel Legend if you're going for a white build, or the MSI Pro X870P. Those are like my three main suggestions. Mostly because they're ones I work with a lot, so I know they're good. That's no Mario, it's Wario. I've been in the mosh pit at some. Oh, sorry. Would super jump the mustache. Oh. It's good. Because I could have been Toad, but you would have had to listen to like a really annoying Toad voice this whole thing. And I don't even know if I can.
Kept it up?
Yeah, I would have to, but like I don't even know if I can do a Toad voice. And if I did, I'd probably wreck my voice. I got one impression, and it's that one Mario.
Try the Toad voice.
We're going back in. Woo, woo, have fun.
Have fun. What's up, Marky?
This new Mario and Rabbids collab looks sick. Yeah. One's starting to remind me of the superintendent. They used to take care of the building where I used to live as a kid.
I am?
You could be a superintendent. Did you ever just have, like, when you were a kid, very, like, straight, like, I remember the vice principal of my elementary school, like, he would call me and my siblings, like, last name 1 and 2, and, like, he knew what my mom's car looked like, and he'd always ask, like, what you did over break, and I remember when he left to go to another school, I cried.
Aw. Sad.
Yeah. It was like all the random adults that you interacted with when you were a kid that you were just like, I hope they know how much they meant. Well, I, for one, don't have any idea what I'm making for dinner tonight. I don't think I really have anything in my fridge, and I'm worried.
Ooh, take out night.
Yeah, if I get back soon enough, I could probably do that. But yeah. Otherwise, it's some Zatarant jambalaya with nothing in it.
I hope you're hungry for nothing.
Woo! Yeah. I didn't give you a pierogi yesterday, did I?
No.
I'll have to make them again. Dude, oh my god, did I even talk about this yet? Did I tell it? I didn't talk about this because I took, okay. On Wednesday night, I went home and I made pierogi, which is like Polish food. And I couldn't find a recipe that mirrored what I remember my babci doing. So I was like, I know it had these ingredients, I'm just going to kind of mess around until I figure out the consistency. So I was working on the dough. I almost got the dough correct by about the third batch, right? And I was like, okay, this is close enough. So I wanted to do cheese ones after a while, but you have to use a farmer's cheese. So I was like, where do I get farmer's cheese? And they're like, best place, just make it. How do you make cheese? Whole milk, you put it in a pot, and you boil, well, you don't boil it, you heat it up to right before it's at boiling, not at boiling, and then you dump vinegar in it, or like lemon juice will also work, some acid, and it curdles it, and it makes cheese. And you dump it out, and then you squeeze the cheesecloth, and you get like a little ball of cheese that's crumbly, kind of like how ricotta is. And you can just add whatever you want to it. So add a little bit of salt, wrapped it in basically just dough, think like a noodle, made a little dumpling. Then you like boil it for a couple minutes, just till it like floats. Then you fry it for a minute, and it was so freaking good, my dude.
Nice.
I gave one to Fabian and I gave one to Kay, and they were both like, give me the recipe. And I was like, there is no recipe. I'm sorry. Everyone in my family who cooked by just pure instinct, and I couldn't tell you how to make this other than like, you use these things until you get what looks correct. If you don't know what you're looking for, yeah. Delicious. Homemade mozzarella, basically. Essentially, yeah. And you can like add a whole bunch of other stuff to it, like, now I'm like, man, I'm gonna be making cheese all the time because like, obviously like with the pierogi, you don't really add much to it. It's kind of just farmer's cheese, but like you could add like garlic to that, some herbs. You could use it in a bunch of, do some honey drizzle over it on like a bagel. Yum. Nice, a PC cooking show. Nice, yeah. After PCs, food is our main thing we talk about. It's always a good go-to when you don't know what to talk about. But yeah, some good stuff. And it was so cheap to make, dude. I really forgot that like a lot of, my culture's food was just like created because they were like, we don't have a lot of money, we don't have much, we need to eat.
Same.
Awesome. Is it healthy for you? No. It'll fill you though. Not to be funny, have you ever had Puerto Rican food? I have not. Like, not specifically Puerto Rican food, no. PC food, gardening cars, Cali traffic, rain. True. That's what we should add to the tags.
Yeah, all those
Imagine
things.
showing up in, like, the car tag and you're like, what is this? People building PCs? And it's just like, yeah, with side of cars.
Side of and gardening.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and hiking, yeah. Speaking of gardening, I thought I killed this orchid that I got from Trader Joe's that was really pretty, but then this morning it bloomed again, and I'm like, yeah, it lives. I'm never going to give you any water ever again.
Oh.
No, they like that. Orchids don't like water.
Okay.
And now we're going to fill this custom loop with vinegar. The natural acidity should keep the loop clean. I have no idea, joking. Yeah, I don't know if it would actually, but imagine if it leaked. It would just be like, why does it smell like pickles in here? Camping cast iron. Ooh. Oh man, speaking of cast iron, I'll never be able to afford a LaCroixit. you know, whatever French word, those really nice, like, enameled cast iron, what are they called, Dutch ovens? But Lodge makes some, and I'm very tempted to go for one of those from Lodge. I think I need it. I stumbled on your videos a couple days ago. Love the chill vibes and very clean builds.
Oh,
Great
yeah.
work. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Feel free to hang out whenever you want. It's PCs and whatever the heck else you want to talk about. Thermaltake does stuff where they use weird liquids in custom loops, including beer, etc. Ooh, I would love to know, like, over time, like what kind of cultures happen from that. Go get them front yard sales. People too lazy to clean them. You can probably get one for $50 and clean it. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Is that you gotta do the yard sales to find them. I need one. The other thing is that I really want like a KitchenAid stand mixer, but they're incredibly expensive, and I know my mom has one. So part of me is like, maybe I'll just wait until when the estate is up, and then I'm just gonna beeline straight to that KitchenAid and be like, none of you cook, it's mine. The beer didn't foam up as badly as I thought it would, but that loop would be nasty. Ooh, yeah. Oh gosh, and again, especially when you filled it, if it leaked, like, oof. Cleaning that would be horrible. Man, beer battered fries. Sorry. Like, yeah, we had tacos, but somehow I'm still like, I even went back for seconds, but I got distracted because they had cookies, and I was like, I'll just get a cookie, and they're like, take the whole box. And I did.
Did you eat the whole box?
I did not eat the whole box. I ate 2 of them. My cousin gave me her Le Corset Dutch oven. Took me 20 minutes of scrubbing, 2 hours of boiling and reseasoning, but it's perfect now. Worth it. Those things will last forever. I also got to figure out again, if I do the yard sale, I'm grabbing whatever's out there. Don't get me wrong. But if I ever had to buy one, now they make them so many colors. It's like I got to make that kind of commitment. That thing's gonna last like my whole life, and I got to be like, yeah, I think the sage green will really age well. So glad about my PC when I did. The DDR5 RAM prices are rising pretty fast over here. Yeah, all of a sudden, after dropping for month after month, RAM's back on the rise. Yeah, can't say I'm stoked about that. But it's still at a pretty good price, especially compared to the early days of DDR5 when it was incredibly expensive and unstable. Yeah.
Huh.
I made chili in it last week. I'll do oxtail next week. Ooh. Yum. Cast iron. Those people might have purposely had a coating on it. The months of seasoning. Yeah. A rabbit. I don't think there's any way I could do makeup to make it look like I was a rabbit. That is so funny looking.
Yeah.
Oh, Nintendo. How come you actually come up with some pretty great original stuff? I still haven't bought the new Pokemon game. Because I haven't finished the new Digimon game. That's how far behind I am in my games. Hopefully this weekend I'll be able to get some hours in on that. Although tomorrow I'm going to the Arboretum in LA to go look at some
What burrito?
Arboretum.
What kind of burritos do they have?
It's basically a big tree garden.
Oh.
So I'm gonna go look at some trees in a manicured garden.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty dope. And then I'm going to a party.
Jazzons.
Yeah.
No.
I was like, if I'm driving all the way out there, I might as well go to the Arboretum that's close by, because I was like, I've wanted to go to that, but it's like I gotta have an excuse to go, you know. So now I'm like, okay, if I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone, the stone's worth throwing. You know what I mean? Tree nerds, yeah. That's
not
me,
me.
man.
No, not me. Don't loop me in with this one.
True, I am the tree nerd. Dude, speaking of trees, okay, hold on, this is kind of funny. So, like, they're building something near my house, and I have no idea what the heck it is, but suddenly it's 2 stories tall, and it's not a house because it's built out of bricks, which in California you can't do because of earthquakes, you know? So I'm like, okay, so it's not like a living structure, but it's something, and it's got, like, the place for a really big window, so I'm like, what the heck is this thing? I don't really know, but it's tall, and it's right next to a house that I almost bought. And to the point where, like, from their house, if you're looking out, that thing is just very visible in the sky. Now here's the bad thing. Those houses were complete like a year ago, and they just started building this thing now. So the guy who moved into that house paved that entire side of the yard. So, like, he can't even plant, like, screening trees to, like, cover it or hide that. Always pays to plant a screen tree. You never know what might be there in the future. And, okay, so in case anybody wants to know, the amount of days you can have a carved pumpkin before it goes bad, very few. Carved them on Saturday. I put mine in the fridge. It will be okay until today, but it's looking a little ragged. Like, I had some very close lines in there that have kind of shriveled, and I'm like, okay, so it's a really fat cat on a, moon now. It was perfect looking before, now it's not, but, it'll work, it'll suffice. My sister and my brother did not put theirs in a fridge, and they had to throw them out yesterday because they were so rotten.
Really?
So, yeah, carve your pumpkins 2 to 3 days before the holiday. Hard to do when you're an adult, though, when you work. Can you do a fence? Nah, because it's like the fence that they put in is only like 5 feet tall. It's like one of the vinyl ones, So, I mean, maybe they could do a fence in front of that one that goes higher, but they'd have to get that cleared for the HOA, and they probably wouldn't be down with that. The squirrels will eat pumpkins if I leave it on the porch. Oh, yeah. Man, I'm forever grateful that seemingly I do not have squirrels in my, neighborhood. I'm sure there will be in the future. We got a ton of oaks, so I'm sure when those get big enough and they start really producing, we'll get tons of squirrels. But for now, I don't, and they're not messing with any of my gardening. The rabbit did kill my lawn, though. Rip. I saved like all the pumpkin seeds too, and I dried them out, and I'm gonna put them in the bird feeder, because I'm trying to figure out what kind of birds like pumpkin seeds. I think it's like the big ones, like corvids and like woodpeckers. It's rabbit season. Actually, I kind of feel bad. Ever since I blocked that rabbit from getting into my yard, I haven't run into him because he lives behind my yard, and I'm like, dude, did I make him move? Or did he not have anywhere to go to eat, and then he went somewhere more vulnerable, and the owl that flies around at night got him?
You moved upstate.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
Oh, yoy. Well, and then after today, it's the slow crawl to Thanksgiving. Man, this year it really is obviously you always get Thanksgiving off on a Thursday, so then you have to go back to work on Friday. But this year, Christmas is also a Thursday.
Oh.
And then you gotta go back on Friday, so. Bogus. Someone should change the calendar. So what's everybody else's Halloween plans? I want to know. What are we doing? Drop the pin. check for discounted candy tomorrow. Ooh, heck yeah. Although people have gotten smart about that now. I feel like now it's like people wait for that and then grab it up, and it's wild. Like, you know, it used to be that for weeks afterwards there'd be like heavily discounted candy because nobody wanted it, and now there's just people waiting for it. It's gonna be mostly Peeps. Do they make Peeps for Halloween? I guess they do, yeah. I don't know if I ever told you guys this, but like my mom would always get us like Peeps for Easter, put them in like an Easter basket. But she really liked them when they were stale. So she would always put them in without the like packaging on, like the, you know, plastic, so that they were stale. So for many years I didn't think I liked Peeps. Turns out I just liked them not stale, you know, like a normal person. Oh, also one time I got these ones and they were like sour Peeps. Very good. How do you feel about candy corn? Are you pro candy corn?
I'll eat it if it's served.
Fair. I tend to find that most people have pretty strong opinions about candy corn.
It's not the best, but whatever.
Do you get trick-or-treaters in your neighborhood or not?
Nah.
Interesting.
Well, honestly, a lot of the time I'm not even there. Couldn't say.
Yeah. I was never big on candy corn myself. Yeah. I was like, that's pretty common. It is one of those things where it's like, if it's around, I'll eat it. And then I'm usually like, it's pretty good, but yeah, like, not something I would go out and buy. I do think, though, that when I become elderly, I want to just have, like, a bowl of it all year. Just, like, available, yeah. Like, oh, the candy
The
dish.
strawberry candy, the red one?
Nobody has a candy dish anymore, you know what I mean? Growing up, I would go over to, like, you know, my great-grandmother's place, and she had a candy dish. Yeah. I'm gonna bring that back.
Did she... No, I'm sorry.
She did grow up during the Great Depression.
No, not that.
Oh, okay, I wasn't sure if that's weird. It makes me think of candy corn Oreos from South Park. I've watched a fair amount of South Park, but not familiar. Hey, look at that. Okay, so looking forward. Thanksgiving, right? Obviously, I'm gonna be cooking. Do I, A, get a half turkey like I did last time from Trader Joe's? That turned out meh, because it was pretty dry, because it was half a turkey, and like, you know, it dried out much easier. Do I get a Cajun turkey from Popeyes, because they've been showing the commercial on TV, and I am tempted.
Pretty cooked?
I don't know. I kind of think so, but I'm sure it's a fairly easy thing to do, yeah. Or do I get some duck?
Cajun turkey.
I guess you kind of have to have turkey for Thanksgiving. I can make duck for Christmas. Christmas technically has no official meal. It's usually just Thanksgiving again. I smoke a turkey for Thanksgiving. Ooh.
Smoking on that turkey pack.
You have a smoker that's big enough for a turkey? I'm very jealous. I make creamy mushroom soup with turkey. Find a creamy mushroom chicken recipe and sub it with turkey. Ooh, yeah. I will say one of the best things about having like a turkey and making a turkey is the amount of things you can make with the leftovers. My mom used to make like a, what was it, turkey tetrazzini or something? I don't freaking know. Some kind of noodle thing with a bunch of the leftovers. Not to mention bomb turkey sandwich afterwards. Always good.
Is that a type of banh mi?
No, like, you know, a turkey sandwich, but like the turkey is like thick. There's an episode where Cartman admits he's fat after Kyle berated Cartman for looking at a box of candy corn Oreos and getting excited. Classic. Pet food, yeah. I don't know, and like who among us does not indulge in the post-Thanksgiving bowl, you know, where you just kind of throw a bit of everything in there, like leftover potatoes, leftover stuffing, leftover Brussels sprouts, leftover turkey, leftover cranberry sauce, and you just kind of like...
The slop.
Yeah. I'm a little piggy and this is my trough, yeah. Well, I am going to abide by waiting for Thanksgiving to get Christmas stuff already. But I probably will start buying Christmas stuff because when I went out like a weekend or two ago to find Halloween stuff, I ended up only buying Christmas things and I was like, what is wrong with me? So now I have an excuse. It's the next holiday. Thanksgiving gumbo, LOL. Ooh. Oh my gosh, I wonder if you could make a Zatarain's jambalaya with just the leftover turkey in there and call it good. If I got the Cajun turkey. Y'all, I gotta look into this. I've seen it year after year advertised on the Popeyes, and I'm like...
On the Popeyes?
Is the Popeyes
The Popeyes.
Cajun turkey good? I don't want you,
The
AI.
AI
I don't want you. I wanted
Robot's
Reddit,
opinion on
thank
food.
you. In our New Orleans, let's see. We had one last year and it was pretty amazing for just reheating a few hours. Comes fully cooked and you just need to thaw and heat it up.
Yo!
Skin doesn't get super crispy, but it's well seasoned, not too salty or super spicy, just really tasty and very moist. You can use the brining juice to make gravy that's real easy to make as well. We just made our side dishes while it heated up in the oven and we were set. That's not a bad option, honestly.
Actually, no.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
shit, I might get it myself. This is gonna be 3 of us.
No,
For
I
Thanksgiving.
think it's like $40, but so is a turkey or something. Oh, $60. This one says what?
Damn, inflation.
Yeah, I'll have to, you know, look at my cost to efficiency, but that would make some really bomb
Well,
leftovers.
it's already pretty good. That's pretty,
Yeah.
time is money.
Mm. Especially because I only have one oven and several things that I make for Thanksgiving that need an oven. Well, I guess not several. It's like green bean casserole. Hate to change the subject of food, but how would one go about putting a GPU support arm with the fans right there, or is it not really needed?
It's not really needed.
Hold on. What happened to our Elgato? Okay, there we go. Yeah, no worries. Never feel bad about changing the subject from food. Food is what we talk about when we've run out of things to talk about. Okay. A GPU support arm with the fans right there.
So this would use one that's mounted to the case itself.
Yeah. Because there's not really like another good space to put one.
Not really.
Because it's a 3-fan. Phew.
Alright, folks. So this is done. It is finished. It is complete.
Hey, look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Yeah.
Don't you worry, it will come with the GPU mount.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not seeing... Yeah, it has a little bit of sag at the end there, but yeah. So GPU mount comes with it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, cool. So that'll help with that. Because yeah, this is a pretty long card, so you do kind of notice a bit of like a slant. And when we ship it, there'll be foam in between there, so it's not going to move or anything. It's not going to jiggle.
Don't worry.
I got a GPU. I love how it will sensor screw it. It's so funny. I got a GPU support arm that has holes. Let you screw it into the fan screw holes. Yeah, exactly like that.
Oh,
Absolutely
yeah,
beautiful.
something like that would work.
Oh, heck yeah. Alright, this PC is done. It's going to go and get Windows put on it. All the drivers it needs out of the box, it's ready to go. You can just set up your profile, download your game launchers, and you're good to go. We are also going to stress test this, make sure these components work and work under load, and when it passes all that, it'll be headed to you. So watch out for it, and thank you so much for ordering with us.
Thank you, thank you.
Lovely PC. Oh, it's always good to see the 7900 XTX again. Especially the XFX card. I thought this was like the most beautiful thing when it came out. Like, truly was obsessed with it. But yeah. Alrighty. Well, like I said, we only had one build today. So, I guess you gotta find somewhere else to go. But, yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day if you're at work like us. I hope you have a great rest of your Halloween if you celebrate. And I hope you have a great Thanksgiving when we get there. So, yeah, I got on quite the train there, but yeah. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Alright, we are going to pass this over to the cool guys. The cool guys in the burning department, and yeah. Well, guys, I guess that's it. Mario and this rabbit are gonna go and complete our workday and go live very different Halloween nights. So, I will see you guys next week with more builds. Until then, have a great weekend. Get outside, touch some grass. You hit my ear.
Sorry.
We'll see you then.
Bye. Bye-bye.